Hey, welcome back to Peanuts Tarot, guys. How y'all doing? For real, how y'all doing? Let me know. Today we're going to be doing a pick a card reading on compliments that you receive, compliments people give you behind your back. And we have 3 piles today, but I would like to give a huge thanks out to the Peanuts. We're currently, as I'm recording this video, we're currently at 531 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much for all the love, appreciation, and support I get on this platform. I love you guys. I love you guys down. Please just already know we going up. We go up every single day. If you guys are interested in, thank you to everyone who has been booking personal readings. Hello. And if you guys are interested in personal reading, go ahead and check down in the description box at the bottom. You can either text me, hit me up, or see what's up on my Etsy shop. So yeah, let's get into it. We have 3 piles. This reading is for the compliments people give you behind your back. Okay, so pile number 1 is my black Chalcedony, which kind of looks like a Mickey Mouse head. So cute. Black, to help you guys out, black Chalcedony is for negative energy, specifically for negative energy. Does really well with transmuting that for whatever, or just with pain. Very interesting because it is a darker stone. And what's pretty interesting is this crystal does not enjoy being around my rose quartz. I don't know why, but well, I know why, but and it's because they're like 2 opposites of the spectrum of crystals. But yeah, my black Chalcedony for pile number 1 before I really go on a rant. you know I can. For pile number 2, we have my orange Calcite. My orange Calcite helps me out with a boost of confidence, my solar plexus chakra, confidence, and courage. Is that the other word? It's confidence, courage, something else. It's a lot of C's. Some other C word I keep forgetting. But yeah, just overall boosting of the mood, boosting of happiness, joy within my life. So that's pile number 2. And pile number 3 is my Agate crystal, my focus stone. As you can see, it's good with focusing, like mental clarity, and also with grounding. It is a stone of grounding and really, helping you just relax, you know what I mean? So these are the pile choices. The timestamps will be in the description box, you guys, but I will see you guys in your reading. All right, so if you chose my black Chalcedony crystal, this pile is for you. And I could definitely say the compliments that people give you behind your back, it has something to do with how you handle negativity. Because this crystal, like I said in the beginning, it is a crystal that helps me with negative energy, helps me transmute it into power instead of pain, you know what I mean? Helps me heal like old wounds. So I definitely say that some compliments that you get behind your back is that you are like a warrior type spirit. Nothing can really knock you down. Nothing can really like keep you stuck for too long, stagnant. Nothing can really hurt your feelings, or at least I feel like you're someone with you have a good poker face. So if someone did hurt your feelings, or if someone did hurt you in any type of way, they wouldn't even know. They wouldn't even know that they hurt you because you wouldn't even show it. You know what I mean? You do very well with pain. You may also use any pain to in like a creative endeavor. Like if you were a painter and someone hurt your feelings, I'd say like you have some really good art afterwards. I'm pretty sure you have good art regardless, right? But I feel like you are someone who channels that pain into art. Whatever that, or a creative vision, whatever that creative vision may come through. It could be art, could be singing, could be rapping, could be dancing, could be dressing, could be hair, like anything to do with the creative path. So this is our ancestral path tarot. We have the Strength card here. We have the King of Cups. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm not trying to. She got her boobies out. I'm sorry, y'all, but yeah. Okay, so we have a year from now, this is our Angel Answers deck. Oracle cards. A year from now, we have Forgiveness, and we have If You Believe in reverse. We have Four of Swords in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups upright. Why was it that turned on its back? I have no idea. We have our Five of Wands. Ooh, a compliment that people would like to give you is that you make it look like you're not doing anything. You make it look like you're resting. You make it look like you're like literally not busy, that you're burdened with something, but really you're working in the background. Like, you know what I mean? You know how to, you're someone you like to pop out with new things. And people notice this. This is a compliment. Like, wow, pile number 1 really knows how to work in silence. This is our Essential Tarot, by the way. And this is our 8-bit fantasy tarot. We have the Five of Wands, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Fool, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Empress horizontal, and the 10 of Cups horizontal. Okay, so let's get into this. So off that, we're going to start with our Ancestral Path Tarot. So we have the Strength and the King of Cups here, and I want to read the booklet for you guys, but I low-key don't. But we're going to read it. We're going to read it. I don't know why. I wasn't planning on reading it, but for each of my decks, they pretty much have like different meanings most of the time, and I love reading the Ancestral Path Tarot, the meanings for it, because they have such intriguing meanings. An empowering strength, merging strengths in a cooperative endeavor, attainment at considerable peril, harmony with the environment and other life forms in the environment, attraction of complementary energies and qualities, physical health and vitality. Okay, and then we have the King of Cups, a responsible, learned person, interest in the arts and science, a person with powerful emotions who has developed incredible control over them. This emotional mastery is used to unleash emotion at appropriate times. Okay, so like I said, there is some type of creative endeavors that you really know how to work with. And with our black Chalcedony crystal, you're someone who knows how to use your pain and turn it into power. But in this case, you turn it into art. Literally, you turn it into art. You see how she has these funky pants on? They look nice. But it says that you are someone who uses their emotions in a responsible or appropriate way, where you know how to unleash them in an appropriate way. And I was already talking about that in the beginning, where you could be someone who could get hurt and then use it to, you know, paint the best picture ever. You'd be the next Picasso. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm saying. So with Strength and the King of Cups here, there's some compliments people give you behind your back is that you really know how to deal with pain. You really know how to, because I'm getting like you like to be alone. You may be someone who goes alone to deal with their pain, to deal with their problems. People are really like, they admire that you don't put your burdens on other people. You're not a spiteful person. You don't really care to hurt people how they've hurt you. It's just like, okay, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Let me go paint my picture. Let me go make this song because it's about to be fire. Y'all about to hear me on the radio. Diss track coming soon. Like, really. This is what this is. With and how he's holding this cup, I feel like you really keep things to yourself. You really keep things to yourself, because cups always talk about emotions. And I feel like if someone were to ask you about like everything you've been through, they would have never guessed you've been through all of that, because you keep things to yourself and you hold yourself to a higher standard where you don't really, you're not going around the place complaining about all the things that, you know, happen in your life, or you're not victimizing yourself. You take it and you charge it to the game and you keep going. But what you also do is you use that pain. You don't just allow it to sit there and you don't just heal from it, move on. No, you use it, and you could even make money off of it, to be honest. You could even make money off of it. So people are really like not liking that in a way, but these are some compliments that they're saying, like, well, yeah, pile number 1, they I thought they were gonna, you know, lash out at me. I thought they were gonna yell at me, but instead they went about their way, and they made a diss track, and now that diss track is on the radio, and now I can't even forget about what I did to Pound Number One. Like, this is the vibe that you're giving me. Really. Okay, so for angel answers, we have a year from now, forgiveness, and if you believe in reverse. So a compliment that people give you is that it is a lot of hurt in this reading about people who have done you wrong. Something that they compliment you about is that you don't even give them another chance. Even though they're not worthy of another chance. Hear me out, right? They're not worthy of another chance. You don't give them another chance when they see you doing good, when they see that you're not hurt by what they did, when they see that you're still going, you're still moving. When they try and come back in your life, or they feel like they can't even come in your life, it's just like some type of boundary that you put up, and that you are just very strong-willed, you're strong-minded. This is what people say, like, yeah, let's not harm Pound Number One. Let's not hurt Pound Number One. Let's not talk about them, because really they'll move on like that, and they won't even care about it. They're gonna have the diss track out, and I don't want people to know that Pound Number One made that song about me. Like, this is the vibe. It's the vibe. Like, people don't want to get on your bad side, not because, that's just not a good thing to do, but because they're afraid of what may come of it, what amazing creation may come of it. Like, let's not do that. Let's not play with this person. Let's maybe go over there. Let's maybe leave that on the playground, really. Like, let's leave it there. With this Four of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Five of Wands. Remember this Knight of Cups came out turned over. And I usually turn all my cards over before I even, pile them up. So it's pretty interesting. Like I said, you don't let people know anything about your plans, especially if they hurt you. Some compliments that they would say is that you work in silence. You don't really ask anyone for approval. You don't really do anything. You just, it's like a sneak attack, because you come out with something new. But it's like the whole time people are assuming that you're somewhere healing, you're taking a break. But when in reality, you're going after your goals. So it's like this is the compliments that you're getting. It's a lot of them from people who have hurt you. Weirdly enough, people you had to let go of. Like, these are the people who've seen you closest. Like, they've been up close and personal with you. They've seen your life inside and out. So these are the people who, really can admire what's going on, because they really have, the inside scoop. And what they're saying is, wow, I was expecting Pound Number One to be hurt. I was expecting them to be depressed in bed. But here they are. They're outside. They're outside giving their cup of love to this new endeavor now. This new endeavor, or maybe whatever you want to do, whatever. It's like a compliment people give you is that you mind the business that pays you. You mind the business that pays you. If the emotions ain't paying you, unless we're going to turn this into something, we ain't going to worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not someone who dwells on stuff, and people just can't understand how you do it. This is a powerful trait of yours, to conquer over your emotions, because emotions can literally control you. Emotions can destroy you. They can make you. They can literally, if you say you were bitter. And I was just reading this verse this morning where it was like bitterness and envy can really control your life. And this is why God says you can't have that, because God is like, you're supposed to allow me to control your life, or, work through you. You can't. So if bitterness is running through you, if envy is running through you, how am I supposed to work with that? You know what I mean? So you're someone, you don't even allow bitterness, envy, you don't allow anger to stay in your life for too long, or at all, if that's the case. You know what I mean? You're someone who works through it, you move on, and you on to the next thing. You don't really sit for too long. And these are compliments that people give you. Just the fact that you can literally work through anything, and you're on to the next. You're just on your horse. All right, so I have this meeting at 4 for this job, or I have this interview for this company, this record label that want to sign me. Let me go over here, let me give my best to this. But whole time you're moving in silence, and people are thinking this is you, but really this is you over here. Now, don't mind that it's in reverse. I just feel like it's in reverse because people can't see it. It's in reverse because it hasn't been given to you, but you're working towards it. But here's the Five of Wands here, right? So people are saying wow, whole time, Pound Number One, they're working in silence. They're doing this behind the scenes. we had no clue. We thought, yeah, we got them good. We hurt them. We hurt their feelings. And they were going to be sitting at home, dwelling on it, thinking about it. But yet you are out here getting this money. So these are some compliments that people are giving you behind your back. Like, wow, I really got to give you your props, pound number one. You know how to get things done. You know how it's like I'm hearing speedy recovery. You don't let people, you don't allow people to think they got you just like that, and it may be for a little while you allow people to think, oh, they really hurt you, but it's because you're too busy focused on actually securing the bag. So you can't even like allow people, you don't even care to let people know, oh no, I'm good, I'm this, I'm that. You don't really, what is this word I'm trying to say here? You're not showing off with your words. You're not saying what you're going to do. You do it, and then you show it, and you're like, yeah, you let your actions speak for you. You let your blessings speak for you. And it's like, whoa, like you blow these people's tops off. Like their mind, their eyes pop out their skull. These are a whole lot of people watching you on social media because they're like, yeah, pound number one, I know they crying at home. I know they did. If this was a breakup too, like, yeah, I know she crying at home. Yeah, I broke her heart. La, 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 la. Sometimes people get like this ego boost from that. Pretty weird if you ask me, but whatever. Not important right now. Something that I'm seeing here is that you literally surprise people because they are expecting you to be hurt down and out, and then here you and then people really realize like, whoa, do you even think of me still? Like I know you have big things in your life now, or are they? Hey, I know I purposely tried to hurt you, or I did hurt you. I'm sorry. And here comes this part where you don't even allow people to come into your life and hurt you again. You're too busy. Now it's like, new phone, who's this? Hello? Who's it? I'm sorry, I can't hear you over my diss track. Hello? Hello? Who is this? Who is this? It's an unsaved number. Hello? And they just calling you to hear you breathe. Some shit like that. I don't know. So we have the Ten of Cups, the Empress, horizontal, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Fool. Hello? Like, I'm hanging up now. So we have the Ten of Cups, Empress, the King of Pentacles with the Fool. Some compliments people give you behind your back is that you are not someone who just allows your happiness to be taken from you. You don't allow other people to control your happiness. You don't allow you don't give other people the power to control your mind, your perception on life, your happiness. You do that yourself. So if someone hurt you, it's like, okay, I'm really going to just charge it to the game. I'm going to do what's best for me now. I'm going to heal from it. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to move on. It's like people assume that you're them. So they probably dwell on their problems. They probably, allow other people to control their happiness. Oh, well, Tom didn't speak to me today, so I'm just going to wallow in bed and think about how he is just, but you're someone who's like, well, fuck Tom's perception, fuck this connection. Like, okay, cool. Tom missing out for real. And you move on. Like, this is who you are. This is really the vibe. And these are some compliments people give you, like, wow, like pound number one, you're just very whole. You're wholesome in yourself. You don't really care to, make others happy. You don't really care to fit other people's perception of you or what they think you should be. You are someone in yourself. So with the King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you are stingy with yourself in that way. People may expect you to like give them all of you, and you're like, well, I'll give you some of me at a time. Like, I'm not just gonna, just give myself all. But what you do give all of yourself to is your endeavors, is your creative endeavors, is the things that pay you. So these are some compliments people give you, like, wow, you're really all about your bag. You are really all about your bag. Like the love, the approval from others, that can come last, very last. It's not even on the list. But the money, if it ain't about the money, that is the vibe I'm getting here, pound number one. But yeah, that is your reading. Those are some compliments that people give you behind your back. If you guys enjoyed that reading, or if it resonated with you, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in another reading. Bye. If it ain't about the money, don't be blowing me up. Can I get up? If it ain't about the money, And then you see you ringing my alarm, start wasting my time. Hey. Okay. All right, so if you chose pile number 2 or our orange calcite, my bad, little brain fart. This reading is for you. These are some compliments people give you behind your back. It says, okay, so we have the Ancestor Path Tarot. This is the 4 of Swords. We have the Devil. And we have the Temperance card. From the Angel Answers, we have Wait. We have Helpful People. And we have Yes. We have the Judgment card. I may have to like spread it off a little bit. Judgment card in reverse. We have the Empress in reverse. The Death upright. We have the Hangman. It's interesting that I'm spreading them apart like this, but I know it's going to be a part of the reading. So, okay, we have the Knight of Wands. This is the Essential Tarot, by the way. This is the 8-bit tarot, 8-bit fantasy. We have the Page of Cups in reverse. We have the Page of Swords, horizontal. Then we have the 8 of Cups. We have the 3 of Cups. Okay. Looks interesting on you guys' end, I know. Just bear with me, right? So we're going to start by reading the Ancestral Path Tarot because I did do that for pile number 1, so we're going to continue that on. So the Temperance card, since that's the closest one, Temperance talks about conservation of resources, moderation, wise management of self and environment, taking a stand on the abuse of humans, animals, and or the earth. Okay, so we have the Devil, karmic ties, unpaid debt, unresolved issues, loss of self to another's will, self-punishment, violence, lack of principles, oh wow, this is interesting. Self-destruction, tendencies, a more enlightened look. Okay, that's the reverse card. Okay, and the 4 of Swords. You cannot prevail against greater forces. Release ideals or goals that cannot be actualized. Okay. And just from these 3 cards, I already knew when I read these 2 cards, you are heavily protected. This is one of the biggest compliments that you get. You're heavily protected to where when people want to try it, they know they can't. Or if they don't know you, they figure out like, whoa, even if you don't know what's going on, you somehow get freed from whatever. Like, let's say someone was trying to plot on you, scheme against you. You somehow figure it out. You somehow find out, or you, even if you don't find out, the divine is like, okay, and they start shaking things up. Let's say people have like a solid plan on how they're gonna hurt you, lie to you, plot on you, anything that just isn't right against you. People figure out, or let's say they have that plan, right? And you have no idea, even though I feel like your intuition is spot. It's so sharp. It's so sharp. Even if you don't know or you don't know what's going on, and I said like people have like a solid plan, it's bulletproof. The divine starts shaking shit up to where the plan is now like when it's time to go for this plan and when it's time to take action on this plan, things start going wrong out of nowhere and it makes no sense. So one thing I could really say, not even one thing, there's many compliments you're getting here. One is that your intuition is super sharp. It's scary. It's scary, it's scary, it's scary. Another compliment is that you cannot be held down by any karmic relationships, any karmic ties, anybody wanting to hold you back or hold on to your energy or keep you stuck. No one can do this. No one can do this. And I feel like you are someone where a lot of people have tried to do this. And they sadly figure out like, yeah, there has to be like an angel riding on pile number 2's back because I tried and I tried and I tried and I could not blow down their damn house for whatever reason. And their house is made out of tarot cards. I tried so hard to blow down their house, and their house is made of tarot cards, and I could not still. I'm convinced that pound number 2 has angels holding up those walls. Angel juice while holding up the walls. Something angel glue. Something gorilla glue against these tarot cards. Something. Because I'm really talking about the bond that you have with your angels. They're really complimenting you on the bond, the connection that you have with your angels, to where no one can really get in between that. Even if they want to, even if I see a storyline of someone wanting to get close to you, or someone wanting to bond themselves to you because they see that you're very blessed. You get a lot of blessings, and someone wanted to be around you to get blessed like that. And I'm also seeing another story where people are trying to purposely hold you back because they see that you're blessed, you have a blessed path for you, and they want to hold you back because it's not them. And both of these people, and I feel like it's multiple people who have done those two scenarios to you specifically. Both of those types of people, they figure out like, whoa, so you're telling me that I can't hold pound number 2 back? You're telling me that I can't bond myself to pound number 2 because why? Why can't I? I've done it. These people probably have done this to other people and it's worked. Hold people back from their blessings, hold people back from their life, bond themselves to other people. People can do this like regular, like just with 3D things, or they can literally practice magic and try to do stuff like this, and they realize, whoa, especially with the magic, whoa, this is backfiring on me. Everything that I was trying to do with a pound number 2 is coming to me. This is no coincidence. Like, this is no coincidence at all. Like, this is kind of scary. Like, and I'm hearing from this card, you sow what you reap. You reap what you sow. Like, this is that. Like, you always have somebody around you, and I'm talking about angels, that balance out what is needed to be had. Like, if you are meant to have something good in your life, but there's someone bad around you and they're bonding themselves to you, trying to like receive that good karma because they know it's coming to you, this person is going, yo, this is crazy. Something is going to happen to this person. And I'm saying that right now, if this is happening to you, something is about to happen to this person. But this is kind of like the compliments that people who have done some real sick stuff like this to you, if they've done anything to you like this, they're seeing these are the people that's complimenting this. Like, wow, I really tried. I really, I put my all into it. I put my back into it. I put my foot up, my elbow into it. And still, I was separated from pound number 2. Still, I was somehow distracted away from pound number 2. Somehow, some way, pound number 2 slipped through the cracks, and now they're on to bigger and better things. But now, now pound number 2 knows about me. It's like, wow, like everything happened so fast. Pound number 2 is really protected, and this is something that people are complimenting you about. Judgment in reverse, Empress in reverse, Death upright, Hangman upright. People are left confused about you, and this is what people are complimenting you about, like how it's like people are fiending, people are hungry, they're thirsty for some type of divine intervention in their life. They're wanting a good one, right? And this is why I'm getting specifically someone wanted to attach themselves to you to feel blessings from the divine, which you do have coming to you, or it already has come to you. People have attached themselves to you, but it's like they ended up not getting the blessings, but they still have received some divine intervention in their life where it's like, whoa, nothing like that has ever happened to me. I have never felt like, it's like they're being judged, right? But not in a good way, but it's still a divine altercation that they're coming into. So it's like, whoa, like this is real. Like it shakes these people awake. It shakes these people to their core, because they're like, whoa, like pound number 2 is really not someone to mess with. And this is like a compliment, but it's still like they're shocked, because they're like, whoa, like nothing like this has ever happened. But they're still like, they're looking at you in awe, like, who are you, pound number 2? I knew you were meant for good things, but like, wow, like this, do you always feel divine encounters like this? This is crazy. Like, I feel like when people's plans fall through, or when somehow, some way you slip away or the plan doesn't work out, there is some type of huge feeling that flows through them that allows them to know that the divine was here. It's something to let them know, stop messing with my chosen one. Stop. Stop. It's a powerful force reigning over these people's lives, and they're like, whoa, like shakes them. It shakes them. Literally. But like I said, they're being judged in the wrong way. But it's like, whoa, like a compliment they're saying is, wow. And you did it so gracefully too. You see how her hands are just like, and here's the Empress too. Like you're laying these holes to rest, but you're doing it gracefully. You're not even doing it. The divine is doing it for you. But it's like you sit so well. You're sitting pretty. You're sitting nice. Like, wow, it's being done. And people are wondering like, whoa, like, can it happen again? Can I do it right? Like people, and it's interesting because people are acknowledging that they cannot win against you, right? And this is a compliment, that they can't win against you because you are not, like, one, they have bad intentions, and two, you're working with the divine. So they're acknowledging that it's like they want to try again. It's like it's a game to them. Like, oh, well, maybe if I do this or that, maybe they won't, maybe they wouldn't, catch up to me. But like really, in all honesty, they know exactly why their plans didn't work out. And they know they can't win against you. But it's like, it's still, it drives some type of, it influences some type of challenge in their mind. Because they're like, whoa, like I need to get back into, pound number 2's good graces. So you may even find out, like, you may find it weird, but there's a lot of people here that love to there's a lot of people here that just want to get back into your life just to hurt you again. You may be like, didn't I just fight this girl? Like, you could have physically fought someone and they somehow, some way, they want something from you now. Or you could have, like, not even fought, but like you could have fell out with someone because of something like this happened, and they said what they said, you said what they said, and it was clear that you guys weren't to be friends again or anything like that, but somehow, some way, they want to be your friend. And this is something I feel like happens a lot to you, where you're like, what's going on with these people? What's wrong with them? This is what's wrong with them. They're spooked. They can't get this divine encounter out their mind. They're like, whoa, like this is, like, dare I say it kind of turned them on. Like, really, this is the vibe I'm getting here. I'm sorry, y'all. There's a muscle car backing up here, trying to park. Okay, so we have wait, helpful people, and yes. Well, it sounds like a muscle car, right? Wait, helpful people, and yes. What I'm feeling here, yes. People are, a compliment that some people are give you behind your back is that they wish that they took advantage of all the good things that you provided. I'm seeing that you're a very loving person, very caring, loving person. Even if people aren't that way to you, that is who you are inside and out. You're someone who glows. You don't really care if like people are jealous of you. You are someone who thrives to help. Your goal is to help anyone that you can. And even if that person that you want to help is jealous of you or envious of you, you don't care. Like or if they don't like you, you're not gonna, go out your way to be mean or spiteful to these people. It's just you're someone who's a giving person because that is what you're blessed with, a huge heart. One that is very protected. This is why you could be an earth angel too. Another thing people compliment you about is the fact that people love you. People literally love you, love everything about you, and people are always drawn to you. Something like an outsider that may not like you sees all these people being drawn to you, and they're like, ugh, like I literally can't stand it. I literally can't stand it. And this is what they're saying, like I just want people to like me how people like pound number 1. Pound number 2. I just want people to like me how people love pound number 2. People, like, whenever people are around you, they're quite insecure about, the attention you get too. Like a lot of people. It doesn't even matter who it is. Like, if they're not even like an insecure person, like they get insecure when you get all this attention on you, when you come into the room, the building, and people are just greeting you all over, or just spreading so much love to you because you are a very loving person. People are like, oh, like, why does pile number 2 get all this attention? But this is a compliment, because they're like, wow, like you literally attract people towards you. You with your energy, you flock like good people towards you. You have a good support team, and if it's not support team, the divine literally adores you. This is like a compliment. Is what people wish they had. We have the Knight of Wands, Page of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Swords horizontal, Three of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. People compliment you about how you handle situations, whether you think, oh, I probably should have been nicer, or oh, I probably should have been meaner. People really look back on how you handle situations, and they're like, wow. Like I said, pile number 2 is so classy. Pile number 2 keeps it cool, keeps it calm, keeps it classy. Like, you don't even have to be a female here, but the way you handle situations, people are like, wow, like, pile number 2 really could have done me dirty. Pile number 2 really could have aired my dirty laundry. I'm seeing, like, maybe you know some secrets about people. Pile number 2 really could have told my secrets. Pile number 2 really could have, Pile number 2 really could have, you know, cursed me out. Pile number 2 really could have beat me up, but they chose to just handle it in a more of a classy way. That's what I'm seeing. Even when I was being mean towards pile number 2, even when I wanted to fight pile number 2, even when I wanted to air pile number 2's secrets out, they still didn't care, and they just shut me out. They just knew not to mess with me anymore. This is that type of, people compliment you about how you handle situations, literally. These type of situations where they're like, wow, like, you really could have done me dirty, but you didn't. And it makes these people feel even worse. Another compliment people give you behind your back is that you really know how to style yourself. You really know how to style your hair. You really know how to, like, you're always someone who just looks presentable when you go out. And you're very aware that there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place for everything. You know how to switch up your outfits, your wardrobe for each. Let's say you go into the club. You know how to look nice and classy at the club. Let's say you going to church. You know how to, the right outfit for the church, the right accessories, hairstyle, everything. Let's say you're going out to eat, like you're just brunch, like, you know what I mean? Like, just everything is just always well out, planned, detailed. Even if you just threw something together and you know what, like, you just put it on, you are someone who just always knows exactly how to dress for the occasion. You're always someone who, even when you don't even think about it, you're just someone who just knows. You're just someone who just knows, and I feel like it's a part of your your connection with the divine. I feel like the divine also, either it's your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, they plan out outfits for you. I just got a message here, like, if you're a woman, your ancestors love to dress you like a little doll. They love to pick out little outfits for you and give you the ideas, like, when the time is right, like, yeah, you should wear that to this outing. And the outfit just snaps. If you ever wonder, like, whoa, like, this style, I didn't even try, and this outfit is just banging. It's your ancestors. They be having your back 100%. They like, yeah, we ain't gonna have our kin walking out the house looking crazy. No. If you ever wonder how, like, outfits just come together naturally for you, this is why. Like, you have specifically, like, a grandma or mom or auntie on the other side that just enjoys dressing you up like a little doll. Like, literally, this is what I'm seeing here. Outfits just come together. Even when you're purchasing outfits, you certain things come, like, it's almost like your ancestors are shopping with you. And they're like, ooh, get that, but you're just drawn to certain pieces, and then the outfit just comes together. Please let me know down in the comments if that's resonating with you. But that is a heavy message I was picking up here. But yeah, you guys, yeah, pile number 2. That was you guys' reading. Those are some compliments people give to you. If you guys enjoyed it or if it resonated, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye. So if you chose pile number 2, maybe you need to watch pile number 2. If you chose pile number 3, our focus agate crystal, this pile is for you. We're going to be figuring out what are some compliments people say about you behind your back. So we have our ancestral path tarot. We have the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Tower in reverse. Our angel answers, we have the situation will improve, look for a sign, and choose a new direction. From our Essential Tarot, we have Seven of Swords in reverse, the World upright, and the Three of Cups. From the 8-Bit Fantasy Tarot, we have Eight of Wands in horizontal, we have the Ten of Pentacles horizontal, and we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm going to read first the Ancestral Path Tarot, as I've done it for all 3 piles. So, yeah. So for the Queen of Swords, it says, joy and creative process, pride in one's creations, making something from nothing, letting what you love grow into its own light, vigilance against threats to new or hard-won accomplishments, delight in children or grandchildren, parenting skills, and family pride. We have the Prince of Swords right under the Queen of Swords. Disciplining emotions, meditative practices that strengthen mind and body, fertilizing a masculine domain with feminine waters, quiet before a storm, the science of warfare, forging a sword that is a resourceful tool as well as a destructive weapon. Then we have the Tower. Unexpected, total sudden change. Oh, it's in reverse. Okay. Is there a reverse here? Okay, I guess not. Unexpected, total sudden change, breaking down old beliefs, a sudden event that destroys one's foundations or basic beliefs. Time to rebuild from the ruins of the past. The breakdown of matter to its essential elements. Catastrophic events. Events that the individual has no control over except in how he or she responds to them. Okay. So, a compliment that people give you is that you somehow, some way always know how to handle situations. You somehow, some way always know what to do. And if you don't know what to do, you're very, you allow answers to come to you. You're very patient, and you know it will. You're very confident that the answers will come to you, and that's probably why it does. You're not really someone who practices chaotic. Even if you were in a chaotic situation, I'd probably see you somewhere like really thinking, like really taking a few breaths of air and being like, okay, we can do this. What are we gonna do? We've been through something like this. Or if you haven't been through anything like it, you're like, okay, let me take a seat. Let me really think about this right now. What should we do? Like, you make sense of things, and you also allow, you're also really good in meditative practices. You're also someone who balances your masculine and your feminine energy to make sense of your life, and this is how you move. This is how you take your steps. So this is what people are complimenting you behind your back. People are complimenting you on how you're so consistent in your meditative or your yoga, your exercising practices, to where they are aware that it practices your mind. That it calms your mind and allows you to really release any worry, you know what I mean? Because practicing yoga, meditation, or even exercise, it's not easy. It's not easy to be consistent in that, but you are someone who is very consistent in one of those. Or all of them. You're consistent in some type of meditative practice to where you're very clear-minded, and this is what people compliment you about. They compliment you about how you really have the whole world in your hands when you are calm. And you could be a smoker too, where, as soon as you smoke that ganja, you're just, you're good and ready to go. Like, no one and nothing can get in your way. It doesn't matter if you literally, I don't know, if the worst case scenario came towards you, you still would be calm, and you would still, like, I don't think it would be more calm, but you would know what to do. Even if you don't know what to do, long term, short term, there's always like steps that you take. You are someone, you take things step by step. You take days, day by day. Like, you don't really rush the process in anything. You actually enjoy the process, if that's the case. Like, you enjoy, like, because the Queen of Swords talked about enjoying the creative process. But with these two here, with the Tower in reverse, it talks about when you are met with any type of complications, you are really, really good on your feet. You're someone, if like, you're like a cat. You always land on your feet. But you always know how to approach situations in such a well-mannered way. Because we have the Knight of Swords, and then upgrade to the Queen of Swords. So it's like you're somehow going to gain something from any experience. And I said somehow because the people who are complimenting you on this, they don't know how you do it. But they see that you have some type of perception, some type of eyesight that just allows you to be able to see, okay, if this happened, why is this happening? You're someone who really like sifts through all the reasoning or everything that's going on. You'll be like, okay, what am I supposed to learn from this? Why is this happening? What should I do from here? How can I learn from this? How can I earn from this? And you carry out your steps. You're someone who's very consistent in your own process. You don't care what other people are doing. You're also someone who, takes their time with it. You don't care about anyone like coming in trying to rush your pace. You stay at your own pace. You stay in your own lane. And this is what people compliment you on. Slow and steady runs the race, literally, when it comes to you, pile number 3. So we have, and it's so interesting with the focus crystal, huh? So we have the situation will improve, look for a sign, and choose a new direction. So some compliments people give you is that if a certain path isn't working out for you, you have no problem being flexible and what you want and what you're gonna do. You're not someone who just locks in on a plan and no, I'm not doing anything else, I'm not going anywhere else. No, you're someone who you're very flexible in your ways. If you need to do it another way, you don't mind doing that. You don't mind bending to the will of the universe and how it works. You're someone who looks for a way out, not for, you're not just, stuck on your own way. It's not just your way. It's whatever way works out for me best. This is what people compliment you on. The situation will improve. Something that people compliment you on is how you are so quick to rely on the divine for answers, for anything, outcome. And I'm saying outcome in a way where it may look shady. Whatever is going on may not reflect you, your manifestations, or your desires. But you still push through until you get to what you were promised, what you're wanting. And people find that people are complimenting you on this. Like, wow, like pile number 3, you may have been going through something and someone had an inside view of it, and they seen like things may not have been going your way. You may have wanted to freak out. You may have wanted to have a tantrum. You may have had a tantrum. But still, you stuck through even if it didn't make sense. And you were rewarded in this way. And this is what people are complimenting you on, how persistent you are, how strong, your mind is so clear to where you are very trustful of what you believe is going to happen. Your mind is so clear, your eyesight are so clear to where if you don't see what it is right now, you know that you will see what you want later on. If your reality isn't reflecting what the divine has been telling you or what your manifestations, the manifestations you've been wanting, somehow, some way that will flip into what you want. Somehow, some way the divine will make your reality what it is. But sometimes you're someone who understands that contrast is equally as important as clarity. So you're someone who can sit through chaos knowing that somehow, some way, it's going to flip out for your betterment, for your benefit. Not a lot of people can do that. It's a very strong characteristic. You're a very strong person, pile number 3. Not a lot of people can do this, pile number 3. I'm going to tell you this right now. People can lose their mind probably from some of the situations you've been through. But you know what you did? You took a seat. You took a woosah. You went for a walk. You went to go work out. You did your yoga. You did your Pilates. Whatever you do to practice this meditative form, and you allowed the answers to come to you. You allowed the path to reveal itself to you. Even, you know what I mean? This is who you are. This is why people compliment you, because they're like, wow, I don't think I could ever do it. And it's something you do alone. This is something you do alone, just by yourself. And when people ask you like, hey, what are you going to do about this situation? I know it's like so, oh my gosh, like it's so crazy, right? And you're like, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. But you seem so calm when you're giving these responses. But so sure of yourself, so confident that things will work itself out for you, and they always do. This is something people have noticed. You may not have noticed, like when people ask you when you're like in chaos, and they're asking you like, oh my gosh, like what are you gonna do, pound number 3? Like what's gonna happen? You may give a very an answer that just doesn't make sense. Well, no, I'm not too sure what's gonna happen. I'm just waiting on, a response. And really, you're waiting on the divine to give you your plans. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to happen, but I know it will be okay. And they're like, what? What do you mean it's going to be okay? Like your house literally flipped over, your car got totaled. Like, what do you mean it's going to be okay? I just know it's going to be okay. What? Like, are you okay? Did you take your meds? Like, what's going on? And like, people are really, and they somehow see things work out for you. So this is a strong compliment. Don't you ever change. And if you are ever going through something like this ever again, pound number 3, know that you will get through it. Know that the answers are coming. I just need you to sit tight, be calm and collected, and do what you can at the moment. And this is something that people compliment you on as well. The fact that you could give advice even through the storm, even through, that's interesting, even through the storm. You could give advice even through, going through something. You're just such a delightful person to be around. You know what I mean? Yeah, the 7 of Swords in reverse, the World, and the 3 of Cups. People love the fact that you're very honest with them. And like I said, with that phrase where you're like, I don't know what's going on, but hey, I guess we're going to see, I guess we're just going to wait for things to unravel. People love the fact that you're honest enough to say, I don't know. You're not someone who's just going to hype yourself up, like, be cocky about it. Yeah, well, this and this and that, da. No, you're going to say, I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. People love this trait about you where you're someone, you're very relatable to people. But also, you're a very strong being. And this is what people notice about you. You being as strong as you are, people love to relate to you in any way that they can. People are inspired by you. They learn from you a lot. A lot of people learn from you. And people may even relay the message on your stories, like, and give inspirational stories. Your story is inspirational. So people take your story and start talking about it, but not in a bad way. But like, let's say their homegirl is going through something. And they're like, girl, don't even worry about it. Pound number 3 told me, like, whenever you're going through something like this, that means that's a powerful upgrade. You know what I mean? Good things are on the way, girl. Just keep your head up. Like, people talk about you. People have learned you. And I just got chills. You are an amazing person to be around, pound number 3. And people literally learn about life lessons through watching your life, watching how you move. You are a teacher in the best sense. Keep being you, pound number 3. People are inspired at every turn and twist you take. And don't take offense when people want to know what's going on in your life. It's just because they are so impressed on how you handle things, how you go about your life. People are impressed. Yes, pound number 3. Yes. We have the 8 of Wands, horizontal, 10 of Pentacles, horizontal, and the 6 of Pentacles. It's like you give advice without even knowing it. You help people out without even knowing it. And with the 10 of Pentacles, that's why I said, like, your stories are passed on. Because you see the 10 of Pentacles is more like legacy. Your stories is your legacy. Your life path is your legacy. How you pass on stories. You're someone who is definitely here to tell people your testimony about different things. Tell people how this happened, how that happened. Give people hope in their life. I say start talking, pile number 3. Don't be afraid to share your story, because more than likely that's what you're meant to do. How people just pass on your stories, like, and it may be a little bit annoying. Hopefully it's not as annoying now that you know is what you're supposed to be doing, sharing your stories. Because if you don't share your stories, God will put someone in your life with a big mouth to share it for you. Girl, don't you worry. Girl, don't you worry, because pile number 3 went through something like this, or so. And I remember when they went through this, they was real calm. They knew things were gonna work out for them, and they just kept their head high. Like, I'm telling you, like, people talk about you, people talk about your stories, people talk about what you've been through, but not to like put you down, but to bring other people up, to know, hey, to give other people hope. And this is something that you are definitely meant to be doing in your lifetime, pile number 3. Definitely. I'd be very surprised if you told me like you didn't have a YouTube sharing your story times to people, because this is what you're supposed to be doing, for sure. But yeah, pile number 3, that was you guys' reading. If that resonated with you, or if you enjoyed that reading, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Guys, love you guys so much. Love your story. Love everything about you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.